Do I feel good today? What's up, everybody? Welcome into the Early Edge, your daily sports betting brand of record. We are powered, as always, by the almighty SportsLine, the best value in all sports betting, and it's not even close. Now, this is just for all you haters out there, not for those of you that we love on a daily basis. You can come at us all you want. You can come at us for a day, maybe even two, but the reason we're always going to win is because we come back every single day with the greatest handicappers in the world. Period. End of story. What a glorious Thursday for the brand. Early Edge and 5 coming up strong. AB strong. Sia Nejad, first 5 back strong. That's what we're talking about. Mikey B 2-0. That is what you call a day. Now, the other reason I'm in a great mood is because it's week 1 of college football. We'll get to that from the NFL. But for those of you that are new to our brand, if this is day 1 for you, well, you've made your first day a very good day. Welcome to Big Pick Energy Friday. Here we go.
Let's go! Wait, what was that? Were those bear paws?
Buckets, what are you doing over there? What in?
He's a boxer.
I bet he could take me out in 6 rounds.
Chip, I guarantee he could. You talk about ruining you just ruined the dance flow. You just ruined the dance.
I was dancing, Coach.
I know you were. Just hang tight right there because I still got to do the introductions. You know him. You love him. The counselor is here. Sniper is here. Clearly, Buckets is here. But the reason that this show is called what it is for one man and one man only. Welcome. And let me introduce you to the one and the only Chip Patterson. Good morning, Chip.
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, Counselor. Good morning, Sniper. Good morning, Buckets. Hope them paws get better. Good morning, State. Good morning, Early Edge fam. What's the countdown? Negative days, y'all. We are in college football season. Game-winning field goals, already seen them. Game-winning blown calls by coaches, we already seen them. Friday's got games. Saturday's got games. Sunday's got games. Monday's got a game. And I'm fired up to break it all down with y'all right here.
You're damn right. That's why you come here on a Friday. Counselor, how many days?
We are Jay Cutler, otherwise known as Baker Mayfield, days away from NFL season, and I can't wait. In fact, I have my FFT DFS show with Mike McClure in just 55 minutes to kick off the NFL DFS season. I am so amped. This is so great.
Well, then we better get going on our little show. Now, normally every single day we give 15 seconds to somebody who had a really good day, who really earned it. But today, I've got to have this story. So, Buckets, I'm coming to you for 15 seconds. What in the world did you do? I didn't know that fantasy football was a contact sport. I was unaware of that.
Coach, I am trying to become a better person, a better human being, and a better future partner for when I one day inevitably, maybe possibly meet someone. So I've been trying to learn to cook a little bit. And have you ever heard of the brand called Tombstone?
Yes, I have.
They make incredible frozen pizzas. So I was trying to master the art of cooking a frozen pizza, and clearly the pizza bested me. I tried to put it in the oven. I got distracted. I burnt the top of both of my hands. I dropped the pizza on the floor, and now I'm here with you all on Big Pick Energy.
Ladies and gentlemen, you almost can't even make it up. He's just the gift that keeps on giving. The only thing that would be better is if for some reason the emergency room gave you gloves and told you had to wear gloves too. That would make it even better.
I have gloves right here in case I mess up the bandages.
Oh, no. Capper Taylor says snake with a bunch of laughing emojis. That was so good. All right. So we've got a little bit of credibility and a little bit of humility going on today. So in honor of Buckets getting ready to go wheels up, and by the way, a little tease, we're going to have content from Japan by Buckets on the show when he is there. Also, we will have content on CBS Sports HQ by Buckets when he is there. And I cannot wait for that. I cannot wait. All right, but this is the here and the now. Who's going to go yard today? We're playing a little marquee matchup, a little pick the prop, whatever you want. These are the top 5 at SportsLine. As you know, these are not just a guess. We have numbers, data, knowledge is power. So here we go. Aaron Judge below that plus 200 number. Corey Seager, solid plus 250. Christian Walker plus 375. He would have been the man that would have allowed Buckets to host the show. But alas, he did not hit that, right? And Kyle Schwarber plus 400 and Jazz Chisholm, Miami plus 450. So, Sniper, let's start with you. Who's going the yard today?
I'm going to go with my fellow Hoosier, Mr. Kyle Schwarber, or as Buckets would say, Schwarber. Like the number there on the 400. He hit a home run versus Freddie Peralta of the Brewers, who is starting today in 2021. Last time the Phillies played a series in Milwaukee, Schwarber was 5 for 13 with 2 doubles and a home run. And Freddie Peralta has allowed 20 home runs this season and 139 innings pitched. So good climate here for Mr. Schwarber to go yard.
I love all of those reasons why. Counselor, talk to me.
We're going to go with the longest odds here. I'm surprised Jorge Soler isn't on here for Buckets. Maybe he'll end up going there, but let's go Jazz Chisholm at plus 450. He's hit a home run in 2 of his last 3 games. He just saw Jake Irvin, the same exact pitching matchup on 8/26. Of course, that's just 6 days ago, so advantage hitter there. And Jake Irvin in the month of August gave up plenty of long balls. So I think Jazz Chisholm is live. And by the way, if you've never seen Jazz Chisholm circle the bases, it is a ceremony, and it is quite worth the watch. It is unbelievable. I hope he hits a home run so we can all watch it and cash at the same time.
That'd be amazing. That would be amazing. Chip, where are we going?
Oh, we're also going to jump on Kyle Schwarber here. The Phillies are where? On the road. And what does that mean? It means you got guaranteed 9th inning. I like those extra cracks at the bat. Let's go Kyle Schwarber.
Also, he's been leading off quite a bit lately, so he gets as many bats as anybody in that lineup. All right, in the chat. Oh, I'm reading Buckets, buy a pizza spatula, and you'll impress the ladies in Indiana. Oh, good Lord. Buckets in Japan. The world is ending as we know it. Oh, they don't have a lot of confidence in you. They really, really don't. And honestly, I don't blame them. I don't have a lot of confidence in you right now either. Who's going the yard today, Buckets?
It's okay if you don't have confidence in me, because you have to have confidence in our boy Jorge Soler. I know that he is day-to-day right now. He was injured and missed the last couple games, but you got to bet on the guy who has the hot hands, coach. So Jorge Soler at plus 360 all day, all day.
Well done.
Well,
That's good.
Much like your hands, well done.
Eimer, like your hands, well done. Sometimes 8 hand jokes aren't funny, but they're all funny. Every last one of them is funny. It really, really is. Now, we've got a busy board today because, as you know, it's week 1, and we still have baseball. Now we're throwing football into the mix. So we're not going to do another game. We're going to get right to it after we hear from one of our incredible partners.
Get breaking news,
Big news coming out of the NFL today.
highlights, and instant reactions.
The largest final round comeback in Ford championship history. We're down to the final 4.
I just want to take time to analyze greatness.
Talk winners and losers with a guy who's already a big winner.
CBS Sports HQ. It's all sports all day long.
Did I just hear the correct pronunciation of Soler? What is happening? That's very true. Very true. By the way, guess who's in the chat today? Ben Horner. He was 3 for 3. He buys a St. Jude spot because of part of the crew this week. 3 for 3 right here on the show. He's in the chat right now. Any questions for him? Ask him. And answer him in real time. I tell you, I talked to him for 40 minutes. The man knows what he's talking about. All right. Now, Sia Nejad, I've got you in my crosshairs because I love it. I love it when you hit 1 first 5 play. But damn it, I love it even more when we hit 2. You're up first.
Let's hit 2. And by the way, Ben, 3 for 3 with picks, 1 for 1 on camera. You were excellent the other day. So congratulations to you, and thanks for your donation to St. Jude. Orioles and Diamondbacks. I've got the Orioles first 5 as a dog, minus 105. First of all, we know the Orioles are the better team, but I actually like this pitching matchup. Cole Irvin for the Orioles. He's been going, 5 to 6 innings over his last few games. The Rockies did rough him up a bit, but overall, he's been really, really good. And the Orioles offense, that's really what I want to focus on against Zach Davies. Now, you know my list of Zachs, right? He is not on my top 5 Zachs. We got Zach Simony. We got Zach Morris. Zach Eflin, Zach Efron, Zach Charbonnet. Zach Davies is not on that list. And part of the reason for that is he's been roughed up this year. Good in his last start against Cincinnati, but really bad in July, really bad in June. Now you face this Orioles lineup. I think they're going to light him up. My next play, Braves at Dodgers. We've got Fried versus Urias. I'm not a big Urias guy, to be honest with you. He's not a guy I usually back. I do like him at home, even though if you look at his home road splits, while they're really good, he's playing some soft teams at home. But here we are. We have the Dodgers as actually a dog. So I'm going to turn this around a little bit. We're going to add the half a run at minus 135, or I should say minus 130. Actually, it's minus 130 now at DraftKings if you want to check that out. But the strikeouts are up for Urias. The contact is up a little bit too. He got rocked by the Red Sox last time out, but overall he's been really good. Again, pretty good at home too. Fried is the one I want to target here though. He's allowing a lot of hits and a lot of runs to bad teams. Over his last 4 starts, he's faced San Francisco twice, the New York Yankees and the Pittsburgh Pirates, and they've been batting around a little bit on him. Not a ton, but a little bit. Now you have to face the Dodgers team. Give me the Dodgers first 5 plus a half at minus 135.
Yeah, last night, boy, I tell you, talk about a shootout. I believe it was 8-7 was the final.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that was quite the game last night. All we care about tonight is being tied or being ahead. That's what we want against the Braves. Great weekend series. Now, Taylor in the chat says, Sniper and Buckets are either best friends or Snipe detests him. What is it, Sniper?
I mean, I'll let the audience decide, but I think it's pretty obvious, right?
I believe it is.
It's obvious.
Jim, it's obvious. All right, Sniper. You know, every other day I put you in the last spot, but we know on Fridays how we do this. You're up, sir.
All right, I've got one for today. I'm going to go with Tyler Glasnow of the Rays to get a win, plus 120. We've got the plus money there, even though the Rays are the much better team. Obviously, when we narrow it down to the pitcher needing the win, that's how you can get to the plus money. The Rays have gotten their act together. I believe it was about a month ago I talked about how they had been kind of mediocre for a while. Well, they were 17-8 in August. They've actually won 13 of their last 17 right now. In that stretch, they've averaged 6.76 runs per game. They get Cal Quantrill of the Guardians coming off the injured list. He was brutal this season before he went on the injured list. Over a 6 ERA, got knocked around pretty much everywhere. Home, road, righties, lefties. It didn't matter. He was an equal opportunity server upper for opposing hitters. And Tyler Glasnow on the mound for the Rays. Great overall this year, but if we narrow it down to his last 7 starts, 1 bad outing in there. Otherwise, he's been brilliant. 5-1, 5 wins in his last 7 starts, 2.20 ERA against a not very good Guardians offense. I like him to throw 6-7 innings, only allow 1, maybe 2 runs, hand it over to 2 of the best arms in the Rays bullpen because they were off yesterday, so they're rested, and he will get the W.
Let me ask you this. There is a doubleheader today between Chicago, the Cubs, and the Cincinnati Reds. Chat question. Do we like Cincinnati today as a dog in the game 1? Just picked up Harrison Bader off of waivers. Maybe bring a little life to the party. Sniper, your thoughts?
I generally stay away from doubleheaders just because I have no idea how teams are going to operate their starters and, you know, which bullpen guys are going to throw which way. But Graham Ashcraft of the Reds has been throwing the ball really well, and he's going in the first game. Although, on the other side, Cubs rookie Jordan Wicks, he struck out 9 in his debut, and he's been really strong, and he's a top prospect. So, I don't know. I guess I could see the Reds, but that's a tough one.
A tough call. Maybe the under. But I hate betting unders, especially.
In Great American Ballpark, the under is always tough.
Yeah, always tough. All right. Very good. That first game, 1:10 p.m. Eastern time today, by the way. All right. Now, we're going to get to our final 2 legends one of them is a legend in a moment, but we got to pay all these guys. I mean, I got to pay for that trip to Japan. Here's a word from one of our incredible partners.
Driving into the stadium, seeing everybody tailgating, I get that ready-to-go feeling.
You know, to walk through the fan section over there and see that many people excited about football, so I'm really looking forward to it.
You get away from football for a little bit and then you start missing and you get that itch again.
For me, that first catch is everything. Once I get one catch, I'm in the zone.
Getting back to football.
It's been too long.
We can't wait.
Can't wait.
We can't wait.
We can't wait.
And we can't wait for the NFL to return on CBS next Thursday night. Game 1, though, Lions and my Chiefs will start our primetime schedule. We will have a primetime show every single night that there's a primetime game. at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time with me and the crew. Thursdays, Sundays, Mondays, you know we got you. Now, the other football is off and running, and that's why we have buckets on Fridays. Also, he has his own section, his own little time for the English Premier League on CBS Sports HQ. So he has flexed his little talent muscles, and he went over my head and said, no more here or there parlay. I don't have time for it, Coach, on Fridays. I want to be straight, laser focused. Apparently they listened. They said, all right, no more here or there parlay. Your hands are just like, they're distracting to me. So now all the leagues are back. That means buckets is front and center. What do we got today, big boy?
Coach, I would like to start off by saying that I am dedicating these 2 trips to the pay window to my best friend, Matt Snyder. The sniper and I, as he mentioned, best friends. We all knew that's what he meant. Let's jump into it. We have our 2 favorite leagues in all of footy taking place today. Italy's Serie A and France's league. Oh, we've got and on the same day. And let's start with Italy here, where I found, frankly, a disrespectful line. AS Roma will be hosting AC Milan, the current leaders of Italy's Serie A, as they're playing at Stadio Olimpico, which is an absolute fortress for AS Roma. However, Roma is playing pretty terrible right now. This is a team that seems disjointed, and they will be without Dybala, who is one of their best players and core playmakers for the squad. Meanwhile, AC Milan had arguably the best transfer period in all of Europe. They picked up Christian Pulisic, they picked up Theo Hernandez, they kept Rafael Leao, and they kept Olivier Giroud. This is an incredible team. And the fact that we can get AC Milan draw no bet right now at minus 125 is insane. We should not see that line again for the rest of the season, and I doubt we will. Take the safety net, but I do think AC Milan win this outright. Then for our second play, we're jumping over to France's league, where we have a great matchup with FC Nantes hosting Olympique Marseille. And if you've been following us, if you've been following me and the show here, you know that whenever Olympique Marseille plays, we do the same bet every single time. We're on Marseille over 1.5 team total, which is currently at minus 130, which is a little bit of juice. I get that, but I promise you, this is worth the squeeze. Marseille has scored at least 2 goals in every one of their domestic games so far this year, and Nantes has conceded 2 or more goals in every single one of their domestic games so far this year. This is a game where, again, Marseille should win it outright, but I love a team total bet, Coach. Take over 1.5 at minus 130.
Greg in the chat said,
Yeah.
Too bad buckets didn't burn that jacket.
What?
Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm literally crying. That's so funny.
I'm sitting here giving this beautiful, beautiful take, and people are focused on this instead of the tickets, Coach?
God forbid they focus on something that is not you giving a pick. Why would they ever do that?
They're messing with my flow. I've never seen that before.
They're messing with Bucket's flow. Chip, how do we even? Oh, I know, because you're one of the greatest cappers in the world, and you're the reason we're here. You're our leader on Fridays. That's how we respond to buckets. So, Chip, it's your spot. It's your show. Let's go.
Greatest TBD, enthusiastic, sure, I'll take it. Okay, we're going to start on Friday night. I will always have a Friday night play and try to get something on Saturday because college football is just great like that with the way they fill your weekend. The battle for Miami. Miami of Ohio coming on down to take on the Miami Hurricanes. And look, under Chuck Martin, the Red Hawks, Miami of Ohio, they've been awesome as an underdog. 61% of the time they cover the spread when they are an underdog, but they've also been awesome with unders. Dog. 11 of the last 14 Miami of Ohio games have gone under the total, including 5 of their last 6 road games. We're going up against Mario Cristobal, who I love to take the under because he is so risk-averse and conservative. He's an old-school football guy that likes to win at the line of scrimmage. And look, Miami's defense is legit. I really believe that whether you're talking about Leonard Taylor in front or James Williams in back, all throughout that defense, they've got dudes that are going to play on Sundays. But I just think that the clock keeps moving, a lot of running the football, a lot of good defense, playing field position. We go under the total because Miami, Ohio, it's underdogs and it's unders. Dog. Now let's go on to Sunday night because I found a fantastic angle that's all about strengths and weaknesses. because Florida State's wide receiver room got a huge boost with the addition of Keon Coleman, a guy who I think is going to be a second-round draft pick. He came over from Michigan State after spring practice. Yikes for Michigan State, but yay for Florida State. And then we've got LSU's wide receiver room, Brian Thomas, Malik Neighbors, absolutely fantastic. Jaden Daniels, Jordan Travis, two great quarterbacks, passing attacks. What are they going to be meeting? The weaknesses for both of these teams. Florida State, we haven't had as few question marks as in a long time, but it is the secondary where I've got a question mark. And LSU is not DBU this year. A lot of the players that we were looking at came in from the transfer portal. We're like, hey, this will be a good fit. And the buzz from camp is not great. So if the strengths are the quarterbacks and the wide receivers for both teams, and if the weaknesses are the defensive backs for both teams, we're going to go over to FanDuel because that's where you can still get it under 56. Go get it right now. It's 56.5 elsewhere, but we go over the total.
I'm becoming a big fan of FanDuel lately. I don't know. Just becoming kind of a big fan. By the way, Chip, Taylor in the chat, he's like, I can just see him right now. He says, I'm trying not to blind tail Chip. I'm trying not to blind tail Chip. You're just so mesmerizing. And I'll ask you all at home real quick, after that last 90 seconds, do you want to do the work?
It's kind of fun to do the work. I mean, I know that a lot of people don't want to do the work. I enjoy doing the work, you know?
That's who you are. That's why you're here. You're special. And I always used to, when I was back in the WWE, we do this thing where fans could actually call matches at WrestleMania, like our fan access. I would love to do that in sports. For all those who go, I could do that. Could you? Could you really? Could you really do what Chip could do? All right, grab your paper, grab your pencil. Here is the recap, courtesy of the Snake, always on the ones and the twos. Don't forget, we will have Early Edge in 5 later today, but next week it will go away with the addition of our NFL primetime show. So the counselor, 2 first fives today. We're going Orioles on the money line, minus 105. Dodgers, let's buy that half a run, minus 135. A tie ball game, we still cash. Buckets, AC Milan, draw no bet. If you're unfamiliar, that's kind of the third line at most sports books. A tie, you get your money back on that line. The money line bet, you do not. Olympic Marseille, team total over 1.5, minus 130. Then the sniper, one big play today, Tyler Glasnow of the Rays, 3/4 win, plus 120. Then my man Chip, Miami of Ohio, Miami, the U. Let's go under 45.5. And then Sunday, they've got the entire night to themselves. Cannot wait for Florida State and LSU over 55.5, minus 115. And as a reminder, turn on your notifications. We've got so many new shows starting every single week. NFL on Tuesdays, college on Wednesdays, primetime on Thursdays. There's the schedule right there. It's very, very busy. Take a snapshot. Turn on those notifications. You don't want to miss one single second of our content. We have futures episodes in your feed right now as well. We prepared. We are ready. My crew is ready because football is back, and it is glorious. So with all that being said, there's only one thing left to do, and I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. For my entire crew, Lobo, Counselor, Sniper, Chip, even Buckets. And don't forget about Snake, my man, always making the show look like $1 million. We grind for you so we can win with you. It's truly what we're all about right here at the Early Edge. Good luck.